In the kitchen, Logan was cursing up a blue streak and attacking ingredients with a vengeance. Adam was busy making drinks and running relief for the waitstaff, and it was all glorious. This was what I'd envisioned when we first heard the old tavern was on the market. Adam had come to Portland for a weekend, and we'd done some brainstorming. My friend, Brock, had suggested we apply for a state grant targeting rural businesses to help purchase the place. It had been a late night with lots of drinking and dreaming, but I'd seen this and been powerless to deny the appeal. I whistled to myself as I brought out entrees and didn't complain when Adam sent me to the storeroom for another case of the local ale that was selling well that night. The storeroom was down a long, narrow hallway at the back of the building, right beyond the two restrooms. Thump! The door to the men's room opened right as I was passing, and Flint crashed into me. Luckily, I didn't have the beer yet, because I almost certainly would have dropped it under the shock of having Flint's bigger body pressing against me before he righted himself. "Sorry." He took a step back, but didn't rush away. His eyes had flared darker, and his mouth quirked. Was he as rattled as I was? I hated that I couldn't tell. "It's okay." My voice sounded deeper than usual. "Everything good tonight?" Flint shrugged. "Your guy can cook. Beer's okay. Still think you should have Bud on tap for the local drinking crowd. Not everyone wants to spend $6 a bottle on the fancy stuff." Noted. God, he was close. I wasn't going to be the one to move away first. Chief, what are you doing tonight?" "Tonight?" One of Flint's eyebrows flew up. "I'm having dinner." "With Curtis?" I prompted. I wasn't ever going to get another chance like this, so I took a deep breath. "You on a date?" "You taking up gossip as a new hobby now that you're back in town?" His voice was just as deadly as his sneer, but there was something else in his expression, a flicker of something I couldn't name in his eyes. "No, just curious, that's all. You're both more than welcome." "It's not a date." Flint gritted out. "You sure? Does he know that?" I prodded, driven by reckless impulse. "I'm sure." Flint took a step forward, crowding me against the wall. His voice was low and hot as sin. "Trust me, if I was on a date, he'd know." "Yeah." I didn't even know what I was agreeing to, only that I didn't want Flint to move.